Then Marv James goes on to say, now Tupac's dead and nothing never happened to Trayvon. Once again, gotta agree with you, right? Because if Tupac got killed for jumping on Orlando, let's allegedly say for this chain story, which we know is a lie. Let's just use that as an example, right? If he jumped on Orlando for Trayvon, right? Why nobody tried to do nothing to Trayvon? Why the Southside dudes after the fact didn't try to get Trayvon? So it was just over with Tupac, and Tupac was supposed to be fighting his battles, right? And then on top of that, nothing ever happens to Orlando or Keefe D or any of the guys that was in the car, allegedly, because them niggas was not in that car. That car story is a lie, right? Because there's nobody in that car that's bald head, light skin, with a mustache, and look like a bitch in the face. Ain't nobody in that car light skin. And the main eyewitness outside of Suge is Gaddafi. And Gaddafi said the driver was light skinned, bald head, with a mustache, and looked like a bitch in the face. T Brown ain't nothing light skinned about T Brown. T Brown ain't even have a bald head. Now, here's the other thing that Mark James said that lets you know that this was a setup. And I don't know why he's telling the truth now, but it is clear that he is, I don't know. He getting older, it may be health issues, but this is a tune that he has not been singing before. And either he don't rock with Reggie no more, and he tired of covering up for Reggie. Right? Or he just want to come clean, right? Because he also said in Neckbone interview about Neckbone interview, it's things that he could go on his podcast and say and be like, I don't remember that happening. I don't remember that. But he don't want to go and throw Neckbone under the bus. And then Neckbone sitting there conducting this interview with Reggie. Who's to say what their relationship is today? If Marv James is saying this stuff that in Neckbone's interview that he don't remember that. So ain't no telling what Reggie might have on Neckbone to make him say things that Marv James don't remember. It happened in that way, right? So Marv James says people need to open their eyes and pay attention, right? Now, if Marv James is telling y'all, people need to open their eyes and pay attention. If this was just a random act of Tupac jumping on a gang member and losing his life for that reason, why would Marv James be saying people need to open their eyes and pay attention? And what does he say after that? What are the links between Tupac and Orlando? What are the links between Tupac and Orlando? You know what his answer is? None. He says the first time Tupac saw Orlando was that night. He said now Trayvon was already in the altercation with Orlando before. And like I told y'all, not only was they already in the altercation with each other at the Lakewood Mall, they both was running with each other in Long Beach. And the reason the the Lakewood Mall thing allegedly jumped off like that is because when Orlando seen his homeboy Trayvon, who according to many and definitely by Reggie Wright Jr., Trayvon was a Long Beach Crip. So when they ran into each other at the Lakewood Mall, it wasn't about a chain. The chain just came off in a scuffle. It allegedly was about Orlando seeing his Long Beach Crip homie, who is now a mall pyro. Set tripping. You went from Crip to blood. And that's what they was fighting over, right? So once again, moving back a little bit, what are the links between Tupac and Orlando? None, right? The first time Tupac ever laid eyes on Orlando was the night at the MGM Grand. And Trayvon was in an altercation with him before at the Lakewood Mall, and they had a beef because of the Lakewood Mall incident, right? So Trayvon knew exactly who Orlando was. And if Tupac and Trayvon were standing together and everybody else was a little distance from them, right? What make you think, or why would Tupac all of a sudden just go and take off on Orlando if Trayvon didn't say nothing to Tupac?